if you want to call it that, for the worst record in the NBA and best. Russ. Now to DeMar DeRozan, still leads the NBA in. Last night, everything was spread around. Luka, very to him, and here we go. 3-on-1. Reeves all the way. He'll take it himself. Third over the left wing side, right back to Russ. Pull up from 15. A lot of time. Planted off the front of the iron. Luka lob, throw it down. 8-0. Shaking big. Clifford lost Luka not just once, but twice. But he could round one. Now leaves it for Marcus Smart. He's open for three off the rim and outside. Achua spinning. Little 10-footer going to be off the rim.
That was a good defensive sequence for Renault.
He stood right there. Counted. A second in the NBA in field goal percentage. He leads the team now with already here in the first 2.5 minutes. Russ over the defense. There's Renault. Clifford trying to attack. Knocked away. Corner. Russ. No. Weak side. Here comes LeBron. Little fall away. Jump shot is perfect. Lakers. By the way, Sacramento won the last game. Oh, they're battling. It's a scrum. It's a Reeves all the way. LeBron. The assist to pass Coop for 5th all-time in Laker history. And coming a little mustard off the hot dog that time. And Russ goes all the way to the rim in last 11 Laker games. Doncic right at the top of the key. Luka bounced to Smart, back to Luka. Unselfish play, but it doesn't work. Hey, how about this right now from BMW? 1. Of course, no Steph, and there were others who didn't play, but it was on the left-hand side. Clifford flyby that time by Reeves, and a good little shoot. As LeBron tries to get towards the rim, they look for Ayton again. Out of bounds. Listed as questionable before the game. Here's a catch. Shoot by Reeves. They scored 130 in that one. That's a patented shot by LeBron James. Tap. See if the trend continues. Reeves looking to get it again. This time it's off the 6 minutes ago in the first quarter. 19-8. There's a three for Westbrook. Edie, who's back after missing a couple, and Luka Doncic, who shoots and can't score. Turnovers right now, 6-0. Underneath, Renault scores. Trying to split the defense. Now he's got a lob going to Jackson Hayes. And if they don't know it, I'm going to remind them about it.
Oh, goody, you boxed out the shooter.
And nobody did, and we're going to get more free throws, and it's going to be one more than that here in the first quarter tonight. Hey, Laker fans, gear up for your next event. It'll be a few years from now. Going to get the ball in the key, trying to work on Hayes. Now if it goes, it doesn't go. He's high with 19 points against Dallas. He's got a couple of 15 lost already this evening, though. This is one of 11 games. Across at 8. We saw a violation on the last time we did a game a couple of games ago. Miscue tonight. Down the middle he goes, all the way. Clifford, he's been active. Now here comes Luke. Boy, he attacks, doesn't he? With the right hand. He did hit 4 threes last night. That's more like Luke Kennard. He had his shoot guy by any means solely. Doncic, leading scorer last night, leading scorer in the last 5. That one's blocked by Jacks, but we're going to points that they score per game are the lowest in the NBA. Rainbow.
Hard to affect it.
Clifford now on the offensive end, dips in, coming the leaders in three-point shooting. There's that little step to the left for Luka. Loudon, nobody's picking him up, and he runs out of 8. The only road he is this week against Denver. Long shot. Rui, told you. I mean, Luke is number 8. 2 of the top 10 percentage shooters in the NBA. I think I mixed up Kennard and Rui. Rui is 8th.
Yeah, he's very clever with the basketball.
Eubanks came on a great pass, but it finds Eubanks. He's trying to work on Hayes. That one is against the Mavs. Kennard all the way, and he couldn't crawl that one. This one's gunned over to Baldwin. Now here's a 3 on the way, well short. Here he is. He's spinning. He's shooting. He can't score. The first up in San Francisco. Kennard, boy, in rhythm. Just stepping into it. Hits the 3. Course of the season. Malik Monk spins, turns, no. Rebound, back loose. It's Devin Carter. They're on the break. Monk all the way and gets fouled. The center, Malik Monk. He'll get a couple. All right, Laker fans, box tomorrow. Uban and Kennard winds up on the floor. Monk goes all the way with the 10. They rip it away again. But LaRavia's got it underneath, and again they get him, and he gets rejected. Lakers can't get a shot away. At the other end, LaRavia just snapped about a week or so ago, and since snapping, that's out for the rest of the season with tendon damage in this tear in his knee. Keegan Murray is out with an ankle sprain, and DeAndre
passes by the Lakers, and Marcus Smart wide open.
Monk fired.
If you make enough of them.
Lakers lead 21. Get the play going. Here comes LeBron with a head of steam all the way. Can't score, but Maxi Kleba has now appeared in 14 of the last 15. Sacramento, a couple of days before New Year's. LeBron about a game. Here's Monk.
Call foul on.
Scored tonight, so 8 out of the 10. That's a good little fake by Carter. Then he's short on. Holding on to it. Ooh, shake and bake. James, popcorn machine. Again, a back-to-back. He made his debut up in Sacramento, his NBA debut.
Staying in front.
LeBron trying to be aggressive down the middle. That was a pass. Look at this match. He's working on Smart, who's a great defender, and he shoved. Monk trying to put it up ahead, and here they go and lay it up and in. Games in the month of March. 17. Oh, Maxi slam. Achua's got it underneath. He's still got it underneath, and he scores. The other night for just the second time this year. Marcus never. He was the one that was all ready to take him on. That's going to be
Scoreboard. Can't look up and see a big lead and relax.
Reeves for a while. Bounce underneath. That was intended for Achua. That's where you get your tickets. Here is Doncic. That hit the front of the rim.
So, because that was an air ball.
Really. And Rui at the other end. He can't. Had control of it. Now it's Achua from the outside. What a read. His second board. Lakers really get beat up on the board. 2-3 months underneath. That one is knocked out of bounds. Been playing around 500 ever since. Oh, 8 was there and fumbled. Here's Russ. Russ all the way. Nobody stopped the ball. And then they win. In NBA assists, currently ranks 11th. Now to Doncic. Oh, they double him up. He tried to split the defense. To enter, here's what you do. Follow at Paul.Jacob on assists. Now, the 20-point deficit, they have the second blown out their share of times. That one's thrown up. Going to get 2 more. Total of 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, couple of steals. So we last time they had the #1 pick was all the way back in the 80s. Numerous folks who were heroes for keeping them up there. Shooting 36%. Here in the first half, we have another whistle. Oh, here is Luka finds Ayton. I don't think that's how they drew it up. Goes back and gets it. DeMar, good pass. Here's Russ. Oh, reverse slam. In 2.5 minutes for the halftime report. Ayton just moved right. He's one of 3 Lakers in double figures. Reno enters right points. Well, passing it up that time was Russ. Open. Russ. Got it. Luka straight away. Yes, sir.
For possessions.
Under a minute now to play. DeRozan. Remember, he got DeMar, been around, how about 17 years? Good enough for 12th in free throw attempts this season. I think you mentioned that a little bit earlier. Trying to direct himself through traffic. Ayton puts it up, and they're getting the turnovers. Russ, oh, look at that move. Went right around Luka and scored. And then we had a bit of a timer issue. That'll count if it goes. It didn't. They are 2 for 9 on shots after getting a second opportunity after the turnovers. And here's Clifford shooting, scoring. So
to being focused.
Ayton, they're trying to feed the big man early, and he has heights out on the floor. DeRozan got it. Boy, nothing. And here is AR, baseline, rolls around and comes out. Another game for these guys right now. I mean, worst record in the NBA. Blocked that.
Obviously thought he had a real easy one.
Russ corner. No, James. Won a couple of different numbers with the Lakers, and now he's nicely. But again, they don't mind Russ taking threes. On the other side, nice run. Right to the defense. Boy, they scored here. I'll tell you what. In the bottom 10, they were 14th underneath. That's a foul. They doubled up for Luka. Just inside the free throw line. And he has it deflect action with 5, with 4. Going to fire it up. Going to be well short. I fill in Achua. Instead, it's LeBron all the way. Lays it up. Actually slams it for DeRozan. He's got 6 on the clock. Underneath, turn, score. Renault. He is settled in to be the main man. Luka. Oh, Clifford was. The Lakers just snapped a 3-game losing streak, trying to avoid a 3-game home. And again, looking for their 36th win of the year, and they're
Season good.
Yeah. They got 20. Well, that's no.
Goes right out of bounds with the ball.
They're trying to give it to Achua, and that's Kika. Whips it on over to Reeves. He swings it all the way to Marcus. Got it. DeMar rises over LeBron and has it. Made 3 of them. Luka slowly, surely
Controls his own tempo.
That one is tapped on Phoenix. They were back about a minute. Minnesota and Denver. See how the Lakers do against those teams above 500. Luka throw, but they haven't led the league, if you will want to put it that way, in the fewest points. Kennard, lob, Hayes, rim running down, and they've been red hot. 1-4 in a row coming in tonight. That one is knocked away on one. Luka's got the basketball. He's going to go all the way and score.
That is an
Coast went Doncic. Down the middle, all the way, throwing up. Boy, that was altered. Moment to pick by Hayes. Wide open. Kennard, you bet it.
over there.
You know, Luka's trying to become the 9th. Let's hope he's all right, and he is. Stumbles, gets back up, and this goes in. It goes! Underneath, one-hand jam. Quickly now, Sacramento. They go around the defense. They put it up, and they put it in. Another whip pass into the corner. Rui. That's on court now with 2.5 to play in the third. Again, over Clifford. Clifford 3. Goes to Hayes. Now Jake's in the corner. Open. Weak side.
They know he's not shooting a three. Jackson Hayes, you can't hold on to the invitation.
Yes. All right, well, last ticket exchange. Again, all sorts of home games coming up in the next during the month of March. Kennard, whoa, blocked by Eubank. Less than a minute and a half to play. There's LeBron's shot, the ball away, hits the heel. One of the great hallway altercations of all time here. Underneath, LaRavia scores. Jake LaRavia, he looks to attack with 3, with 2. LaRavia short. Falling over him was LaRavia. Now Monk all the way, lob underneath. That's a beautiful buzzer. LeBron, end of the quarter. Career night against Dallas, being held in check tonight. It's in either one.
Yeah, that'd be very, especially for LeBron.
LeBron's only at 22. Monk can't shoot, drifting a little bit. LaRavia, Mark is going to take this 3. Yes, rattles
50% from behind the arc.
Very well. Whoa, you bet. Kleba goes down the middle with the left hand. Nice and forth he goes. Now he shoots over Maxey, and he's got it. Swings it. Luke with half a second left. Boy, he's there. Now it's a 2-on-3. Oh, LeBron! And a tap for another rebound. And Reynaud again. Lakers with a big lead. LeBron 3. Got it! 7-3. Achua's underneath. Little 5-footer's good.
Tonight, so they've done a good job.
Maxey! Kennard playing a little defense. Rebound, James. That mine was still on number 2. Right around Cleveland 14. Now he can pay it off with a 3. No. Here he goes. Oh, Achua was there. That was just Jamura and Smart on the floor right now. On its way. Got it for the Lakers. Great game in that regard. And that one's Marcus Smart whips it over to LaRavia.
Was that all or nothing for the Lakers? You know, you want to save some of them.
Do the same thing here. Kennard, 3, in and out, does not settle. This one bounces around, and you can hear the crowd starting to build to a crescendo. 15-footers off target. This is their 48th game of the year. Lurry muscled it out of him. Reynaud, 4.5 left. Rui pulls up just inside the free throw line. See numbers offensively against the Lakers earlier this year in the first 3 games. Not so much to James. Now a Thero. Here he goes. Do just that. It'd be nice to see if Dalton can hit a couple of threes. He has really been in 13%.
But you got to remember, he doesn't shoot it very often anymore because he doesn't play. And you're out of the game.
I agree with you. That's why I like to see him get a couple threes. Gonna get it right back. Bronny, 3 on its way. Yes. 2. Bronny. Puffkin. Oh, amazing. Really good kid. Here's the shot on the Bronny. Bounce underneath. What a good bounce. And a nice little 98. So 2 straight blowouts for the Lakers. How about that? 4 of their last 5 losses have been by at least, you ready for this? 20 this year and get a high draft pick. Here comes Dalton laying up and in. So, all right, Lakers are going to win. It means you win 2 free throws. Everybody else, as long as you're in the LA area. Bronny, 3 again. Day off tomorrow. Reynaud with 2 hands. He'll put one up. It'll be Bumpkin. Block. Dalton out of Jake. He shoots a three, in and out for 17 and 12 at home, 25 and 15 against.